Hello everybody, it's been a bit of a while since my last video on my lovely little Maserati here, so I thought I'd give this bit of a quick update video just to tell you how I've been getting on with my battery and alternator issues that have been plaguing me recently. So in my last video, I went through the fault finding process to try and track down why my Maserati was overcharging. And in that journey, I changed a bad ground strap, tested the battery, and eventually concluded that it was indeed that alternator. Since then, I've removed said alternator, had it rebuilt. I changed the coolant pipe of doom down there, which was not a huge amount of fun. And I also found that the gaskets for the 4.2 plenums are indeed available again through Superformance. They've had a batch made up, which is a really good thing because one of mine was really knackered. Now, we'll be posting that video soon. However, I wanted it to have a nice happy ending. And as you'll see, I'm not quite there yet, as I still have a few problems.
So after doing all that work and fitting a freshly rebuilt alternator, I started the car up, hoping to get back on the road. But lo and behold, as you can see here, the battery is still showing way over 15 volts. So I thought I would see what the voltage is at the fuse box, and more critically, perhaps what the voltage is on the alternator battery sense wire.
I'm insane, I think that's what it is. If I come here and I try and set this up like this, and I go direct on the alternator to the sense wire, and on mine it's this fuse here, you can see, hopefully, can you see? Yeah, you can see that the sense wire is saying that we're doing 13.6, 13.7 volts. And likewise, if I go to the main cable, I've got this 13.4 to 13.6 volts. But it's a little, maybe it's a little bit stable, more stable here, I don't know. Likewise, if I go into the under the driver's seat fuse box and I stick something in there, I'm getting that 13 volts, so I'm getting the same voltage I'm getting here. So basically, the voltage in the fuse boxes and on the main supply cables, which directly go back to that battery, are all showing that sort of 13.5, 13.6 volts. When she starts up, it's 14.4 volts.
I will say that after about sort of 10 minutes, I think it's about 10 minutes, the battery voltage does finally drop down to something more reasonable, like 14.4 to 14.7 volts. But it spent a lot of time in an overcharging condition, and that's really still worrying me a lot.
Now, one thing you might notice while we're here is, look, I've got this rather cool number plate thing here in LEDs. That's the old one. And obviously I've got to replace that one. And this is a new one because Toole Auto sent me these, which is really cool because I wasn't expecting them. Parcel arrived in the post. I was like, what's this? It was like having a birthday, or rather someone remembering my birthday. So look at that. That's really, really cool. So yeah, I've got to fit the other one. They're plug and play. You have to take down this cover by undoing these clips, but then you don't have to undo them all, and then you can get your hand up there to get into the clips, which are just up there. So it's quite easy to do, and it looks like it's going to be really nice because last MOT, one of the advices was number plate light not working, you know, and you hit it and then it works, but I guess it's not hitting it all the time. Anyhow, oh, and then the second thing is this number plate. I recognized it when I took it off, the number plate light, and look at this. Right, ignore this silver cover. That's a bit of a silly thing I've done. I'm trying not to think about it because it's going to be a nightmare, and I've got no money now and I'm in trouble. Anyway, yeah, so look, the Maserati one just happens to fit here, because it's identical to the one from a Ford Mondeo, or rather identical shape, probably same manufacturer, as the Ford Mondeo one from 1993 and even earlier. And these ones are a bit manky, and again, this needs an MOT actually in a few weeks' time. And one of the things was it had one working light. I think I got both working, but they were a bit temperamental, so that's great. Also, you notice I'm missing the carpet for here, and it's just down there. I got it from Eurospares the other day, so I'm happy about that. Yeah, so that was a really welcome little surprise. Thanks to Toole Automotive, because that was nice, because it's fixed 2 cars at once. Because this is period correct, kind of. It's got the right bulb in it anyhow for the Mondial. So, you know, I wouldn't really want to put an LED in here, really, because I'd have to redo the wiring, cut plugs off and things. But these Maserati ones just plug straight in, so that's great. So what next? Well, I will be changing this battery out because it is a bit weak. It's under warranty, and it's given me that sense of element of doubt. So it's best just to remove it completely from the equation at this stage. The other thing I'm going to do is fit this battery monitor that was recommended to me by Strictly. I don't think that's his real name, by the way, but it is on the Sports Maserati forum, because what that will do is that logs about 30 days worth of data. Because my plan is to actually retax the car and just go and test it for a while. And the reason for that is that I've used my multimeter to check those fuse boxes, and they're all showing reasonable voltages. You know, the overcharging that's happening here is not happening where all the electrics actually are that could be sensitive to that. So I think it's worth taking her for a little bit of a trip and just seeing how she's actually running on the road. It'd also be really nice just to get out there and give her a nice drive again. Now that's one huge petrol cap, isn't it? Anyway, I've got this slight mild little hope that I might change that battery and find that everything suddenly works great. I think that's really misplaced optimism, and I really strongly suspect I'm going to be tearing that alternator out again and taking it back to the rebuilders to have them look at it again. Either that, or maybe there is something wrong with my sense wiring there. Maybe the sense wire is a little bit damaged or something. Anyway, I hope this video's been useful to someone out there, and if it has, then please consider liking and subscribing. And if you've got any questions, any at all, even about quantum mechanics, then please feel free to pop them down in the comments section, and I'll do my best to answer them. So thanks very much for watching, and have a great day.